Hello, me. You're walking around. That's pretty cool. You get to explore this place forever and not have to worry about enemy encounters at all. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure we saw a moving present up there, so... yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 48 of EarthBound. We are here at the Sea of Eden, and now we must go into our innermost brain to confront the evil side. And here we go. Our first target for today is the loaded dice. So the Flying Man acts as a guest party member, meaning that he will attack, and he does have a health bar. But very fortunately, the loaded dice can call enemies that we've seen before, so that's very fortunate. I want to save PSI Mithra for a little bit later. Yeah, the Omega version, at least. But anyway, much like the Super Plush Teddy Bear, if Flying Man takes way too much damage, he will die, so be careful. And if you want to, try your best to keep him. Just be sure to take out as many enemies quickly as you possibly can. Well, as quickly as you can, really. So, yeah. If we have a Goddess Band, I actually really want that. So I'm willing to give up a bag of Dragonite for one at least. Alright, so unless there's like a really good item, oh god, what was my burps? I really don't want to like waste up item space. Only for those really important items. Yeah, for those really important items only. The French Kiss of Death. Ooh, nice. Gave the Kiss of Death. So that might possibly be instant death. So it's a very good thing that we avoided that. Got another present, but it's an enemy, and it's another loaded dice. Okay. Okay, let's see. Well, all the loaded dice can really do is call for help. So, yeah, and it will always work, so be careful with that. And, ooh, getting that critical hits too. And he's coming in with a Carefree Bomb. Carefree Bomb. So, you know what? Yeah, it is a perfect opportunity for a, a PSI Mithra Omega. Because I really don't want to freaking die here. Let's go! Look at that. Over 700 damage! Seriously. It's one of the best attacks ever. And Ness manages to one-up Pooh yet again. Get a PSI Caramel. Nah. Actually, wait. Let me look up this information because I really hope that this is like a 1 in 128 item. Oh, a 4 in 128 on them. Okay, well, that's fair. That is very fair. There is a 1 in 128 item enemy in here. However, it's one we've seen before. You can encounter the uncontrollable spheres here. And, they basically have the same item drop as before. Which is the broken antenna for Jeff. Kiss of Death. Ugh. God. Please. Okay. Well, that's poison. So I was wrong. The French Kiss of Death. Who would have thought that all these enemies would be inside Ness's mind? Like, the Kiss of Death? Maybe that's like from some grandma, I guess. A Magic Ant Bat. Ooh. I can use a Magic Pudding. Alright. Magic Ant Bat. So I believe that's better. here? Yeah, it is. Okay. I'll never understand how the ultimate bat got beaten by the Magic-Ant bat, which I don't get either. Floating pair of eyes! And that floating pair of eyes is the electro swoosh. Well, looks like I had to pay Nintendo royalties now because I'm calling my Pokemon Swoosh review Pokemon Swoosh. Well, yep, I give him, you know, that. So the electro swoosh, of course, can use an electric shock attack, which is, you know, Thunder Beta? Yeah, Thunder Beta. And, ooh, nice! And Ness got poison again. Yay! You really want to conserve your PP for this, for what's coming up ahead. You really, really do wanna. Because if you know me in boss fights, I tend to not do so good in them. So, we're gonna conserve the PP for the time being. Unless, you know, we get, you know, poisoned. Yeah. Okay, so that's not a thing. Okay. Magic Tarts. Yeah, we can get rid of the Magic Pudding because it's a PP recovery item anyway. So, we're just going along here on this winding pathway all the way up to these enemies that are question marks. Oh god. And I'm going to respawn Scum. Please. Because, oh god. I really don't like that. No, I really don't like that. Do they not, like, respond to the, Wait. Did they seriously not answer to the respawn thing? No, I don't think they do. Well, crap, man. Mr. Molecule. Yeah, Mithra Gamma should do it. Okay, good. So, get over 300 damage and your work is done with that. PSI Fire. Ooh. That's what you can do. Well, too late for that, buddy. Too late, Mr. Molecule. You're a really weird enemy. Does Ness think... What? Does Ness think of molecules? Like, I don't get it either, but, like... Eh. Anyway, this might kill me. But I'm going to just use bash attacks. I really don't want to waste any more of my healing of my PP than I already have. Besides, these guys can't do shit. There we go. Fascinating. Level 77 for Ness. And I believe he's already learned all of his PSI attacks by level up at this point. Why? And thus, Carefree Bomb will throw his bomb. Yes. Yes. Oh, PSI 5. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, well, I guess we're on our own now. Because I really don't feel like going all the way back to Flying Man's house to pick up a Flying Man. So, yeah. That's pretty much what happens with the Flying Mans. So, they do your duty, and thus they die. And, speaking of which, each time you go for another Flying Man, they will get a little bit more intense and crazy with their messages. I'm gonna display their messages on screen right now, just so you can see what they are, but, like, they are actually kind of creepy, actually. Like, well, not really creepy, but they just get more and more, well, real, let's just say. As, you know, your journey in Magic-Ant goes along, and you keep on losing Flying Man after Flying Man after Flying Man, you know? So yeah, it's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. And thus, the more Flying Man, you know, get killed, the more tombstones they add to their house. Just as a sole reminder that you killed these men. And just as a sole reminder that I seriously need to get the fuck out of this place. Please, mate. Jesus. Thank God. Ah. Man. Would have thought that Magic Camp would actually be kind of brutal. And it kind of is. Let's use his Magic Tart. May not be full PP, but, you know, we've learned at this point. Look at this. This really weird image is also kind of beautiful at the same time, to be perfectly honest. It's just this soul needle and Ness just going up to this, like, vine thing. With the sparkling water that's really simple and yet really pretty. I think that's what EarthBound's biggest strength is. Its pure simplicity. And its pure beauty of its simplicity. And again, really great. But we don't have time to admire such things. We're here in the innermost parts of our brain. And apparently we have krakens inside of our brain. I don't really get it, but whatever. So, the krakens here have interesting things about them. They're interesting in the fact that they are a source of misinformation that has plagued EarthBound players for many years. In fact, many generations. So, there are 3 Kraken in this part of the Sea of Eden. And according to Nintendo Power Magazine and or the official player's guide, these 3 Kraken are the only source of Ness's ultimate weapon called the Gutsy Bat. That is actually false. All that information that I just said was completely and utterly false relating to the Gutsy Bat and the Krakens. It's completely untrue that these 3 Kraken that only appear once and they never respawn, they don't carry the Gutsy Bat. The picture says that the Gutsy Bat is in the inventory and the player is obviously at the Sea of Eden, but that is purely, I believe, a beta screenshot. So, yeah, it's definitely plagued EarthBound players for many a generation. The Gutsy Bat is in this game. The Gutsy Bat did make it into this game, but it's being held by another enemy that we'll see later. But yeah, Gutsy Bat, it doesn't exist in the Sea of Eden. It exists later. Also, as I'm making preparations, listen to this music. And here it is. This is our violent tendencies given form. It doesn't completely come out of nowhere because we, as a player, have been hitting, well, pretty much anything in sight. We were trained to make enemies tame or to make apparitions disappear into thin air and completely destroy machines. Ness and his friends have been doing all this, and because of that, the evil part of our brains have now spawned, the violent parts of our brain. And this is all the source. And it strangely looks like the Mani Mani statue. This whole thing that we've been building up to. The Mani Mani statue that was originally excavated by Liar Exaggerate. It has plagued Forside and Monatoles. And now, it's here in our brain. It may have only appeared a few times, but it is a lingering threat that we must now destroy. I am the evil part of your brain. You can't beat me, because you're the one who forced me into being. This is Ness's nightmare. The Mani Mani statue has been plaguing his nightmares, and now we must get rid of it. This is a very, very dangerous boss, because it can instant kill you. So, good luck. You're gonna need all the bags of Dragonites and also all the Sudden Guts pills that you possibly can muster up. So let's see how we do. Oh, Jesus! Oh my god. And there's that glorious light thing. And this is the only enemy out there that can use our PSI attacks. PSI Mithra. It can use all the variants, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and Omega. So yeah, this is what makes Ness's Nightmare very dangerous. It can also bring up a shield, so be very careful around that. So you want to hit this thing hard before it can kill you. That's basically your whole deal with this fight. Hit it hard before it hits you hard. Okay, the shield disappeared, so that's good. 80 damage. I'm okay. Life up Beta. Yeah, it can also heal itself, so that's not very good. We're gonna do Life up Gamma. Oh, there it is. Mithra Omega. 390 damage. But we're okay. We're okay. I would highly suggest if you take a mortal blow and if you're below 300 damage, make sure that your life bar scrolls up. Because that is a defining factor of whether or not you survive with, all the hits that it's doing. That's what I would recommend, and that's what I would suggest to you. And there it is! All those guts, man. All those guts that Ness has been taking. It's been really going very well for us. Oh, and by the way, this battle background might seem very familiar to you if you played another game in the Mother series. And one last tidbit before we move on. If you're level 99, if you're doing the 1 in 128 challenge, this next thing that's about to happen will not happen. You need to be level 98 or below if you want this next bit to happen. Level 79 for Ness. Ness heard a familiar voice at the center of the Sea of Eden. Gygas's goal is to destroy you. Listen carefully. Everything in the Unverse could be destroyed at the hands of Gygas. but he and his followers are also in trouble. The Apple of Enlightenment has foretold that Gygas' attempt will fail. It is because of the existence of a boy named Ness. That's me! Listen. Free your mind and know what you must do. Your destiny has already been decided. Where should we go? You know, deep within the reaches of your mind. Saturn. Saturn Valley. Yes. Go to the valley where the Mr. Saturn live. You'll get something new there. Soon, Magicant will be no more. We must be quick. Ness really heard his own voice. Go to Saturn Valley. Go to Saturn Valley now! Ness was filled with the power of the giant step. We're filled with the power of the Lilliput steps. We are filled with the power of the Milky Well. We are filled with the power of Magnet Hill. We are filled with the power of the Rainy Circle. We are filled with the power of the Pink Cloud. We are filled with the power of the Lumine Hole. And finally, the power of the Fire Spring is ours. Instantly, Ness's mind cleared, and he realized that he had possessed great power. At this moment, Ness's powers have radically expanded. 200,000 experience. We are now level 80. Offense up by 3, defense up by 2, speed up by 1, guts by 2, vitality up by 1, IQ by 2, luck by 2. Our max HP is up by 165. And our max PP is up by 380. And finally, Pooh, move over because Ness has the power of Teleport Beta. Ness made all the hidden powers his own. Ness absorbed the power of the land into his heart, and Magicant was no more. Now you can wake up. Your friends are waiting for you. It is time to get up and completely ignore that voice crack. The soundstone that Ness used to have is now gone. What happened, Ness? You've been unconscious for a long time. You kept saying something. Saturn Valley? What's waiting for us there? Anyway, we need to teleport. This game is wild, man. This game is so wild. Well, Ness has become real swole. He is now level 80, and he has the most HP and PP out of any party member ever. And Magic Hand was just wild. Very wild. We got a defense shower. And we are all good. We are all good to just, you know, do whatever needs to be done. So, on the next time of EarthBound, we see what we can do now with our brand new power. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.